Ask Tom on Home Show.
Nikki from Newberry, Michigan has a question about a tankless non-water heater.
Well, it's 15 years old and seldom used, but hang on a second. Before we get to the question, Newberry, Michigan. I heard that name and it rang a bell. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to get in my Jeff Bezos rocket for a minute here and show you exactly where it is here on Earth.
It's on Earth. We got that.
Yeah, Newberry, Michigan is up here. It's in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Are you familiar with that part of the world at all?
I know it's made fun of a lot because it is a peninsula that doesn't belong to anybody.
Right.
It's kind of sitting out there.
It should be
Canada's
part of Wisconsin.
On one side, yes.
It should be part of Wisconsin,
Right.
but no, it's part of Michigan, and it touches the three of the Great Lakes too. And so it's and as a friend of mine said, it's hard to get to, and the people there like it that way. So
anyway. You got Canada, you got Wisconsin. Everybody likes those places.
So here's her question. She says this thing has barely been used until recently. She says it was having occasional temperature fluctuations, but otherwise it was working fine, and it suddenly stopped heating the water at all. We checked the circuit breaker, it's fine. We even reset it, and we attempted the reset button on top. That didn't budge. Then we also checked the thermostat and turned it all the way up. No luck. We called the manufacturer. They haven't called back. It's 15 years old, Tom. Do you have any suggestions on this thing?
You're probably going to be looking at a new one, but usually all of these on-demand water heaters have computer boards in them, and even air conditioning systems today, a lot of different things, of course, have all the chips in the computer boards and all that. It's probably that needs to be replaced. Is it worth replacing? I don't know. It's probably going to be easier to find just to buy a new one to replace it. But I have a feeling that's all it is, and that's why you're not getting any response from it. And I have a feeling that the limit switch and stuff was getting mixed signals, and that's why it started to go. You said it was fluctuating but working fine. It wasn't working fine. It was kind of talking to you saying, hey, you don't have much time left. Hello, we're about to go out. and there's nothing you can do but just start thinking mentally, well, I got to, we're probably going to have to get a new one or find out. I'm disappointed that the company doesn't call you back or contact you back, but that doesn't mean they're even in business or using that kind of product anymore. I don't know. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is it's probably in that board.
My recipe, whenever you don't get response from a company through normal channels, is go on their Facebook page and make it plain to everybody who goes to that page that you're not being heard. And I'll bet you they reach out to you.
Yeah.
If they're worth being reached out, if they're worth talking to, they'll reach out to you. And if not, then that tells you go somewhere else. But specifically where Nikki is concerned, Tom, she's looking to replace like with like, go to another tankless.
Yes.
Do you agree with that, or since it's already plumbed and wired or gassed for that, or is this possible time to consider going to a traditional tank one?
I think in this case, I'd just get a new tankless, one that you can put right there on the wall or wherever it is. And I don't know if she has natural gas in Michigan. I have a feeling this one's electric because they said they had the reset button and different things. So if it's electric, it'll be easy just to find one that meets the same electrical requirements and pop one in and out. It sounds like it's not a major one, but it's a secondary unit that they're using for something. But I would look into that because the replacement would be simple. If you have to put a tank in, and especially if it's gas, you got to reroute the more venting and stuff like that. But I have a feeling it's an electric tank, and I'd go with a different type of electric tank water heaters. There's a bunch of them out there that work. Just make sure you do your research and get a good one. Talk to the plumbers that install it. They'll know if they're having problems with some or not.
All right. You got a question? You want to know if it's a problem or not? Click right there on that Ask Tom button. We'll help you out like we helped out Nikki, even up there in the far north of the peninsula. She went and clicked on this form, just like I'm asking you to, filled this out, and she didn't send us a picture, but we found a picture of where she is. Because that's the power.
It's still America.
The power of Home Show Radio and the Google. So anyway, and we want to help you. And if you like the Google and the YouTube, we post a new one of these every day on our YouTube channel, Home Show Radio YouTube channel, and our Facebook page, and of course, HomeShowRadio.com.